You know, folks, I'm a man of science, but I also believe there are some questions that science cannot answer. Like, who built the pyramids? What happened at Roswell? Who is Jim Gilmore? Legend has it he's running for president, but where's the evidence? That's why tonight I am dedicating a new segment to unraveling the unsolved enigmas of our world. This is Stephen Colbert's Unseen Mysteries of the Hidden Secrets. Welcome to the Unseen Mysteries of the Hidden Secrets, where I go to whatever lengths it takes to fill 4 minutes of airtime. Tonight, cryptids. Folks, there are mysterious beasts all over these United States. There's the Jersey Devil, the Wyoming Jackalope, and the North Dakota Woman. I've never seen one. But the creature I've spent my life pursuing, and this is a true story, comes from my home state of South Carolina. I speak, of course, of the Bishopville Lizard Man. For decades now, this three-fingered reptilian beast man has been haunting Lee County, South Carolina, leaving a trail of terrified witnesses. And for decades, the only evidence we had was the original witness's detailed drawing. Now, I want to assure my viewers, this is merely a drawing. He is not in the room with you right now. After a few sightings nearly a decade ago, the trail went cold. Some attribute it to climate change, others to a lack of alcohol. But now, the Lizard Man is back.
Lizard Man is stirring up a new wave of buzz.
After almost a decade, the iconic Lizard Man surfaces again. These photos and iPhone video were sent in on 2 separate occasions over the weekend.
Take a look at this photograph here from Lee County, South Carolina. Do you see something? Look closer. That dark figure lurking on the right is believed to be the mythical Lizard Man. A man snapped this picture when he says he saw Lizard Man crossing a highway.
Okay, there's your proof. For a decade, nobody spotted the Lizard Man. Now we have evidence that no one can spot him. But if you're the kind of Lizard Man denialist who refuses to believe, even after seeing this photographic proof that there are trees in South Carolina, prepare to have the lizard scales fall from your eyes, because 3 months later, and again, I am not making this up, a woman coming out of church snapped this close-up of the Lizard Man. Frankly, I don't know why he's been hiding. If I had those guns, I'd be showing them off all over town. Bang. And we know the photographer is not making this up, because she told reporters, quote, "My hand to God, I am not making this up." Oh, I believe you, madam, because we have just received footage of the Lizard Man fighting a member of our military. Cat-like reflexes. And these chilling images just add more weight to the original Lizard Man sighting back in 1988, when a 17-year-old was confronted at 2 a.m. by what he described as green, wet-like, about 7 feet tall, with 3 fingers and glowing red eyes. As evidence, the teen showed scratches on the roof of his car and a damaged mirror. I mean, this has to be true. Why would a 17-year-old coming home at 2 a.m. with a damaged car make up a story? Come on, doesn't make sense. Folks, the bravery of all these Lizard Man witnesses has inspired me to come forward with my own tale of a chilling encounter. It was Christmas 2009. After spending the holiday with my family, I was on my way to return my rental car to the Charleston airport when suddenly my car was attacked by the Lizard Man. He scratched up the door and the hood, broke a taillight, spilled a milkshake on the passenger seat, and forgot to refill the gas tank. It was terrifying. I still have the sketch I showed the Avis branch manager. I explained how the Lizard Man leapt from a bush, biting the compact sedan here here, and on the front bumper where another lizard man driving an Escalade had blocked me into my parking spots. Manager was clearly scared. He insisted on calling the police. I said, don't bother, I'll find more proof. I hopped into another rental car only to have it immediately attacked by a third lizard man who viciously bit my tires right next to the do not back over spikes. So there you have it. Proof of the lizard man's existence. I just hope the authorities capture him soon, but not before Thanksgiving. I need to rent another car.